Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a SPOOPY episode of the You Like That podcast. Here for Halloween, you're joined with me. My name is Adam. I'm one half of You Like That podcast.
My name is Jack. I'm the other half of the You Like That podcast.
We are back again, guys. Another new movie out. In theme with Halloween, we're going to be looking at Halloween Kills today.
It's very fitting.
The latest entry into the Michael Myers rebooted franchise. For whatever reason, it's still going. I don't know. But it's the latest one out there.
God forbid a new movie gets made.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine.
It'd be good. It'd be really good if someone could, get out a bit of pen and paper and go, what's something no one's done before?
I'm not going to do it, but if someone could.
Yeah, exactly right.
That would be quite nice.
But in the meantime, we're going to deal with Halloween Kills. We'll jump into a bit of news to start off the day.
Deal with is the correct way to say that.
Yeah. We'll start off with some news. We'll get into the review and then answer a couple of questions to round out the episode. So, jumping into this week's news, we got a trailer for Lightyear.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
The upcoming Buzz Lightyear solo film.
Speaking of devoid of any ideas, who needs this? Who wants this? It looks very slick.
Yeah.
It's very shiny. It looks quite impressive. But,
looks good.
Who gives even the littlest bit of a fuck?
It's the whole of, hey, Buzz Lightyear was based off something and a guy who went to space.
Give us a Woody one that's like a super violent, horrific Western.
Woody in Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, just do
That's
Red
what we
Dead 2.
want.
Like he has TB and everything. Spoiler for Red Dead 2. But he's just like full on murdering people and just going mad. Give me that.
Give us that one.
I'll still make fun of you for having no original ideas, but I'd enjoy it more.
Yeah, but we're getting the Chris Evans Buzz Lightyear movie.
Hear his voice like twice in the trailer.
Yeah.
Barely.
A little bit. It's just going to be a kid's space movie and all the adults are going to see it and go,
I remember that thing from the 90s.
to infinity and beyond. Ice Cube's also dropped his latest movie with Sony because he doesn't want to get vaxxed.
Yep.
They were like, get vaxxed, and he said, nah. So they went, all right, say goodbye to $9 million.
Yeah.
And he walked, and that's it.
Yeah, you can't say he doesn't believe in his beliefs if he walked away from 9 mil, but, do what you want, but, get vaccinated.
Basically,
I'm sorry.
Ice Cube, come at us.
Yeah,
Fight us.
just get vaccinated. It really...
Yeah. Please do it.
It's
What's
fine.
gone all right. Keanu Reeves is just always proving to be the greatest guy in the world.
Okay.
Following the filming of John Wick Chapter 4, he bought every member of his stunt crew a personalized Rolex watch, each one engraved with their name and a special thank you for being in the stunt team.
Yep.
And they all shared a nice meal out, and Keanu even looked amazed at his own watch for himself.
Yeah. I read this and it said every member of his stunt team, and it was only 4 people.
Yeah.
It's still very generous and very kind.
Yeah.
But the story blew it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's a stunt team for him.
Yeah,
it's
his personal.
his one, so it's not like for everyone in the movie. I'm sure everyone else probably did something nice as well.
Yeah.
There was also a nice little video on TikTok of him carrying up a whole bunch of camera equipment gear up a whole flight of stairs.
Yeah.
Just showing that he's just there to fucking help out.
He's a bloody nice bloke.
He's the best bloke ever.
Well done.
Following our Dune review, Dune 2 got its confirmation of release.
Yeah, nobody's surprised by that.
No one's surprised. They were just like, it's not official yet. I wonder if it will happen. And then there it is, 2023.
It would make June 40 times worse if it didn't get a sequel.
Oh, without a fucking
Like, imagine that just as its own
No, I
property.
don't want to.
Ooh.
Denis Villeneuve has also come out to say he wants to make this a 3-part movie.
Yeah.
Because he
Again,
thinks
not surprising.
3 movies is the perfect length to tell the Atreides story.
Yep.
As long as they're better than the first one, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Give me a bunch of worm.
I'll see it.
I want to see them say Shai Hulud a lot.
Yeah. I just want to see more happen.
Yeah. Less sand,
So,
more
wow,
action.
is that really too much to ask?
Yeah, pretty much. And last little bit, because I didn't have much news for this week, Bill Murray confirmed for Ant-Man 3.
Yep. Which
This
got
is a-
pushed back to June 2023 or something. That's very, very far away.
It's a little bit away, but I'm so happy with this.
Yeah.
Bill Murray
Cool.
needs to be in everything.
Bill Murray's good. I like Bill
I'm sure
Murray.
it's not a major role.
No, of course
It's going to be
not.
a little
And he won't be acting. He'll be Bill Murray.
He'll be doing a bit. Yeah, Bill Murray doesn't act anymore. He just Bill Murray's.
And that's fine by me. I fucking love Bill Murray.
More Bill Murray, the better.
All the Marvel movies got delayed.
There was a slate
except Eternals and Spider-Man.
Yeah, a slate of 4 or 5 movies were pushed back between 2 to 5 months.
Yeah.
Ish from their initial release.
Yep.
But yeah, Eternals is still out next week.
You know what else is out next week? New Morbius trailer. Let's go, baby.
Is it?
There's a new trailer coming.
Holy shit, they're reviving it from the dead.
It's coming back. That movie's still coming out, baby.
I wonder if it has anything to do with Spider-Man No Way Home.
I wonder if any new footage will be in it, or if it will be the same trailer again.
Like when they released that Japanese trailer.
Yeah.
And it was just the same scenes, just in a different order.
Yeah.
Like, new
trailer. Like, hey, you all like Venom 2? Well, here's this.
Yeah.
This is also coming out.
Meanwhile, we're still waiting for Venom 2 over here in Australia because fucking who knows why.
Yeah, we still got like a month away.
Yeah, it's not soon. That's the news for the week. Not a lot happening.
Not much happened. Hopefully more happens this week. Spider-Man trailer.
Yeah. Let's hope. Otherwise, we're going to have to try and get fucking 20 minutes out of Morbius trailers for the next one. Excuse me.
We could get 20 minutes out of a Morbius trailer. We could just tear into it. I'm sure we got 20 minutes worth of jokes for that movie.
Yeah, we could. We'll put them on the back burner.
Speaking of 20 minutes worth of jokes,
Halloween Kills. Halloween Kills is our spoopy review for the week. Coincidentally, releasing on Halloween, which is, I guess, the marketing point to this movie anyway.
Yeah. That's why it didn't come out last year.
Yeah. So Halloween Kills released 2021, directed by David Gordon Green. He directed the last Halloween movie called Halloween, but it's a sequel to the first Halloween, still called Halloween.
It's the first Halloween.
Yeah, so this one is the third movie, but it's the sequel to Halloween, which is the sequel to Halloween.
Yeah, but it's actually the 11th overall.
If you look at the overarching story of it's like Halloween 44.
It's a nightmare, and this one does not help.
No. So yeah, Dave Gordon Green did the first Halloween. Also, he also directed Pineapple Express. And
I remember him being a comedy guy. Because what the fuck's his name?
We'll get to it right now because this was also written. This was written by Danny McBride.
Thank you. That's his
Scott
name.
Teems and David Gordon Green.
I almost said Daryl.
So you all know Danny McBride.
Danny McBride is one of the funniest people in the entire world. I think he's one of the best things to come out of that whole Apatow gang.
That's another discussion for another day.
Yeah.
But he is fucking hilarious. A lot of his movies I love. Like, everyone rips on Your Highness for being a shit movie. I think it's one of the funniest movies I've ever watched. But that's me being the
never saw it.
The stoner part of my brain where I don't smoke any weed and it just fulfills itself with bad movies. But yeah, he wrote this. He actually wrote the first one as well. And spoilers, will be writing the third one.
Yep.
The fourth one.
Yeah.
The next one after this.
Yes, the third one.
I fucking hate it so much. Runtime of 105 minutes. Okay, quaint. It's not bad. Budget of 20 million.
Okay.
Small budget.
It seems really small.
It is a Blumhouse movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fair.
Box office is rated 94.6 million thus far. Rotten Tomatoes, 38% with the critics and 67% with the audience.
It's horror for you.
It's horror for you. It's exactly what you expect.
We've had this conversation with every horror movie we've ever talked about.
Basically, returning cast from the last one. Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie, James Jude Courtney as Michael Myers, Judy Greer as Karen, Andy Matichak as Allison, Will Patton as Deputy Hawkins, Anthony Michael Hall as Tommy Doyle, Nancy Stevens as Marion, among a few other people there.
Dylan something from You Season 3 is in it as well. He's the young teenager. He's the daughter's boyfriend.
Yes.
He's like the first person you see in this entire movie.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
He's in You Season 3.
There you go. I haven't
He's
watched
very
You.
good.
I have not watched You. So yeah, that's our cast. This movie kicks back in minutes after the events of Halloween. Jack, what do you think of Halloween Kills? What's your relationship with Halloween?
Halloween I never really cared about. I respect the first one a great deal because they made it for like $4.50 and it's actually genuinely scary. It's less is more horror, right? Less is more. You got to remember that throughout this entire review that we're going to do. The first movie was good because less is more. They didn't do much with it. Atmosphere, everything. I need to formally apologize to Sony and the entire creative team behind the first Venom movie, because even as recently as last Saturday, I've been saying Venom is the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life. Not anymore. This is the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life. I can't believe this movie exists.
Wow.
It is stunningly inept and bad and not funny bad.
Yeah.
Like, when I say the worst movie I've ever seen, it's because it's a big studio movie, big property, lots of actual effort went into it. Like, everyone can go, oh, well, what about The Room, or what about all this stuff? They're not movies. They're just projects.
Not at all,
This is a movie. This is a big budget, whatever movie. And it's just, it fails on every single level to entertain at all. It's not entertaining in how bad it is. And that's a problem.
Yep. Yeah. Very true. I completely agree with you. You won't even miss out.
I have not seen a single person like this yet.
Yeah. This sucks. The story is incoherently fucking terrible. Jamie Lee Curtis takes a back seat in this movie the whole way through.
Yeah, she's barely in it.
They tell her to get out of bed once, and then they instantly put her back straight to bed.
Yeah, she's got a sore tummy.
Yep. Yeah, you got cut. Yeah, big deal. I haven't seen the original Halloween or any of them to follow. The only ones I ever saw were Rob Zombie's versions.
Yeah.
I love them.
Okay. I don't remember them. I remember renting them from Blockbuster, but I don't remember them.
They were incredibly violent.
Yeah,
and I think that's the only reason I liked
Rob
it.
Zombie in it.
Exactly.
The first one is it's a bit of a slog to watch now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, 1978,
just because of how slow and small it is, but you really appreciate it when you compare it to horror movies of today, and especially this movie.
Yeah. Yes, I hated everything about the story itself. The way it paced itself, just the way it acted itself out was just sloppy and didn't gel. I didn't care about where it was going.
No. There are a million people in it, but no characters.
Yeah. Yes.
You don't know anyone. You don't care. It's just like I'm trying to think of a comparison point. Like, The Force Awakens did it well. It was like, hey, Han Solo's in this and Princess Leia is in this for a reason.
Yes.
And they're actually extremely critical to that movie. And you get such a spark out of seeing them because they're doing something. Like, they're contributing to the world. This is just like, it's literally like a dot point list.
Yeah.
And they go through and do like a game, like a video game character introduction of each person from 40 years ago, acting as if the killings that are happening now are the ones from 40 years ago. So they're still talking about 40 years ago like it's happening right now. And it's just like that. No, they would have moved away. Like, life changes so much in 40 years, and they don't go into trauma or anything. They don't say like, oh, we're still here because of the trauma and we feel this connection through trauma, this bonding through trauma. No, they're all just like, hey, here's the nurse who got her car robbed, and she didn't die, but her car got robbed, and we saw her for about 40 seconds in the first one.
Yeah.
She's the old nurse lady, and then she just dies straight away in this.
Yeah.
So they literally they wheel out these characters, these people from the 40 years ago movie, just wheel them out on a fucking pallet jack.
Yeah.
Just to kill them straight away.
Yeah.
And none of them. Anthony Michael Hall, whatever his name is in this.
Tommy Doyle.
He serves sort of a purpose because he incites the insane fucking riot that happens for no reason. But the rest of them are just cannon fodder.
Yes, without a doubt.
Yeah, and you didn't need to have all the 70s flashbacks and stuff.
Yeah, it didn't vibe at all.
Yeah, it just like added time and muddling to it.
Yeah.
And like it made you want to care more, but you couldn't because you were like, why the fuck are these people here?
No. Yeah, I couldn't find myself caring for anyone. Even Jamie Lee Curtis, Judy Greer, and even Andy Matichak, the three main girls that were supposed to serve in the last movie.
Yeah.
In this, I looked at them like, you know what? I didn't give a fuck about you.
Yeah, and I didn't love that first movie, but those characters were right. They were great in that first one.
Yeah.
Because they set them up really well.
And they served more of a purpose in that film.
They did more, yeah.
In this one, it's literally... I sat here in this one, I'm going, I just want to see Michael kill everyone now because I think everyone's an asshole.
I had a few moments where I just said out loud, I was just like, where is everyone? Where is Judy Greer? Like, where are they? What are they doing?
It's just...
And they're just in the hospital doing
just in
nothing.
the hospital. It's like... This movie is the visual representation of chaos.
That's what they're going for, yeah.
But not in the right way.
No, it's noisy and it's
such a stupid, like... all of a sudden, Michael Myers is free and he's killed a few people now already, and then instantly everyone's like, now let's all band together and fucking kill this cunt tonight.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, so do it.
So, yeah, don't just stand around in the hospital and talk about it.
And it takes an hour and a half for them to try and do it.
Yeah.
And then you get the ending to what it is. We'll get to that later.
We will get to the ending.
But through like the whole point from like getting to that A to B, the tangents are just unfathomable.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to follow the story and you're going, where is this story going? Because all it seems to be is that they want to kill Michael tonight. But it's taking so fucking long to get there.
And none of them are going out to find him. They're waiting for him. Oh, 3 of them went out to find him, but are always a few steps
originally
behind.
they were like, oh, we'll go out here, here, and here.
Yeah.
And then it's like the young kids and then the older women from the originals get themselves fucked up.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, let's all go to the hospital and just chill out and wait for him to come to fucking Laurie.
Because he wants Laurie Strode for no reason that's not set up. You're just like, okay, does he want revenge for the end of the first movie?
Yeah.
That takes away from the character of Michael Myers just being a killer with no motivation. He just kills. He just keeps moving forward. He is evil.
Yes.
Right? He just pushes forward no matter what. You lose that when Laurie Strode's like, he's coming for me, and we might be siblings, but that they didn't really explore that because Halloween 2 doesn't count in this kind of... And then the cop comes in and he's like, no, he's coming for me because I almost killed him, but then I didn't.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, he shouldn't be coming for anyone. He should be hearing the mob and going, oh, I can kill a lot of these people.
Yeah.
And that's why he's going to the hospital. Not one person mentions that.
No.
They are always like, Laurie's here and he's going to turn up eventually.
Yeah.
And then someone else turns up and they make him jump off a roof.
Yeah, which is so fucking sad. That poor cunt, man.
It's horrible. It's
just a poor little mental patient.
It's so tasteless.
The way that he scuttles along is just like, oh, you really just want to like put in that unnecessary like moment in this movie.
Yeah, he's the only character you feel something for because you feel sympathetic. You feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
Because he was on the bus that crashed in the first one that Michael Myers escaped from. And so he's like, he's, I don't know the correct term. I'm sorry. I'm going to say mental patient. I don't know what the correct term is. I'm sorry. But he was just one of those people, and he's just trying to get help. Yeah. But he can't communicate it.
Yeah, he's got a cut head. Yeah. He's obviously, not all there.
Also, he's about 4 feet shorter than Michael Myers. Not in a costume.
Much shorter. Not in a costume.
Not wielding a weapon or anything. And I guess the commentary, the message is herd mentality. Like, the Capitol riots or whatever.
Yeah, a bunch of people mumble, that's Michael Myers. Is that Michael Myers? And then everyone just
goes,
oh yeah, it's Michael Myers.
Okay. Yeah, that's an interesting idea, but it's executed terribly. Because it's just like, all right, and everyone's just listening to Anthony Michael Hall.
I guess. I think they all just forgot about him anyway.
And
this is fun.
And there's a throwaway line. Oh, no, it's not even throwaway. It's in one of his stupid speeches where he's like, Anthony Michael Hall, by the way, is the nerdy kid in the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with anything. He's just also in another thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in one of his stupid big speeches, he's just like, the police have failed us. Do you get it? He might as well have looked at the camera and be like, do you get it? A cab and all of that. But this was shot all before that. So, like, was it in editing or was it just a fluke?
Might have just been a fluke.
Like, did they just somehow predict that Twitter would hate police all of a sudden?
They probably just went... Someone on there was just like, can I just get one line thrown into this movie?
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you got? And he gave them that and they're like, Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
It's going to keep Union
And there is
happy.
a bit of ADRing. Like, you notice some pretty poor edits from behind, and their jaws aren't moving, and they're still delivering these speeches. So maybe it was, like, thrown in.
Very possibly. Very possibly.
I don't remember enough about the scene.
No. But, okay. Let's have a break from rinsing it for a moment. The only good thing I have to say about this film is the violence, is the gore.
When it happens.
Yeah, when it happens, I think it's excellent.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it does look very practical. It doesn't look very CG'd.
Good eye gouge. We've spoken about eye gouges recently.
Yeah,
I don't remember why, but
it was a nice facial squib. A very you could tell he just had like a squib head and was just fucking going at it.
There's like silly putty in there or something. Yeah,
but it looked cool. It felt very retro.
Yeah,
like a very retro slasher type kill.
Not retro for Halloween because the kills in the original one aren't like that, but like definitely late 80s slashers. Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, everywhere else, I enjoyed all the violence everywhere else. Just the way that it was shot, and sort of looked, and
it is
not
violent.
Terrible.
Yeah, when the kills happen, they're gruesome kills.
It's unnecessary violence, but it just sort of showcases just Michael Myers as a unstoppable force.
Unstoppable, no reason, yeah.
Yeah, like I mean the start of that when he's getting out of the fire from the house from the end of the first movie.
Yeah.
And there's fucking 12 odd firemen there.
Yeah.
And just absolutely goes to town on their bodies.
And the thing with Michael Myers is like he's so mysterious and stuff, but then that scene is shot like a modern action movie because it's slowly panning out.
Yeah.
And then like they're all waiting their turn to get killed.
Yeah.
Like those old martial arts movies, like clearly like Jackie Chan's having his moment with this stuntman and then he flips over and then there's just another stuntman there with a stick. He's like, oh shit, it's my turn.
Yep, I'll jump in.
And the firefighters are doing that. They're not all trying to attack him at once.
Yeah.
And Michael Myers, he starts moving differently. He starts actually like throwing his weight around like an action sequence and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, we've never really seen that before. That's interesting. Like, of course, he's got to kill them somehow. Mm-hmm. Like, sometimes you just see the aftermath or whatever, and you're like, oh, how did he lift that person up? And you see it in the firefighter sequence. It's a bit more actiony.
Yeah.
And I like, and with the fire in the background and stuff, it's all sort of silhouetted. I quite like that. That was all right.
It's a good effect.
Kind of good looking.
Yeah, it's a good effect, and it's a bit of foreshadowing for the end of the movie.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah, probably.
In a sense, yeah.
I don't remember.
We'll get there.
Oh, wait. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yes, I do. I can't wait to get to that.
Yep. So, in between the story trying to find its path and walk along it with 2 feet on the ground, which it fucking struggles with like a drunk on a fucking Saturday night, you throw into just a bunch of houses that Michael's going into just to kill a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Cool little deaths.
Just
thrown in to be what it is.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They all think he's going to the hospital. His motivation is to go to his house.
Yep.
To look out the window he used to look out of.
Look out the window.
That's true. Watch the movie. That's actually the plot point.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to go and look out of the window, but alas, he was never looking out. He was looking within.
Yes.
He was looking at himself and going, why do I do these murders? Which then undoes the point that he's a mindless killing machine and just kills for no reason.
Yep.
He would not look in the mirror and reflect and be like, why am I doing this?
Nope. He reflects and goes, oh, yeah, because I'm a fucking hard cunt.
And you're trying, we're going to spoil this a bit later on, but you're trying to add realism to something you're trying to set up as not that later.
Yeah.
It's a big spoiler. It's a big spoiler. I couldn't say it any
It's okay.
Any
it's okay. We'll look past it. So there's too many flashbacks to the 70s.
Technically, it looked pretty cool, and especially when Dr. Loomis comes in, because Donald Pleasance obviously isn't with us anymore. And that scene, we don't see that scene from that angle in the original one. So like, it's a really impressive deep fake.
Yeah.
And it's his voice and stuff. It's really, really impressive. But so technically it's impressive, but it was just setting up why all these old people are in it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's trying to justify digging up.
Yeah, it just
any of these people
so much, jumping back, and you're like, okay, let's keep it forward.
Yeah,
we don't need that part. Like,
Like, the reason we're watching a new Halloween movie is, like, this new story with Michael Myers and how they're going to stop this Michael Myers now.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Who fucking cares? I'd say let him be. Let him walk around in his jumpsuit.
Yeah.
That's another thing I don't understand. Why does a cunt walk so fucking fast?
Yeah, they sped him up a little bit in this one.
He's got a bit more fucking oomph in the step.
Yeah. In the original one, you had that cool one-take stuff where he's, like, walking with quite a leisurely pace while he's murdering people.
Very leisurely.
But yeah, this one... It's like I was saying before, he's like an action guy.
Picks it up a little bit and he goes, you know what? I could probably shave a bit of time and get one more kill in if I just add a couple more seconds to me steps.
Yeah.
And he fucking does it.
Yeah. And there's, like, when he's killing you, season 3 guy... in the banister. He's like snapping his neck and stuff. He's almost like toying with him. He's playing with him. Yeah. Throwing him around.
It's really cool.
And it's just like, okay, that's kind of interesting. But then the daughter throws herself down the stairs or something and just takes away from that scene altogether because she has to be like, I'm one of the main characters, remember?
Yeah.
Because you haven't seen her for 25 minutes.
If anything, this is fucking Anthony Michael Hall's fucking movie.
Yeah, it is. 100%. He gets the most play.
If anything, it's him versus Michael, and you're like...
And he's very impassioned, but he's not good.
No, he's...
Because, again, he's impassioned about something that happened 40 years ago.
Yeah. And it's like...
And he's not a leader. He's just like a sad drunk at a karaoke night, like, bringing up the past.
Yeah, always bring up the past. You're like, bro, shut up.
Bro, like, what do you do for work? Like,
if it's a big issue... Fucking just get your horde of the fucking town.
Yeah.
And go to the fucking mental hospital and put a fucking bullet in his brain there.
Yeah. Yeah, because everyone knew where he was. Fine. Yeah, podcasters could find him. Like, fucking hell. Like, you can just go there. And
that whole thing was he's the most dangerous person ever. Oh, but we're just going to keep him in a fucking mental ward.
Yeah.
And everyone's supposed to be like, that keeps me... I can sleep at night knowing that he's behind those lovely padded walls. Because if prisoners can escape prison, I'm sure mental patients can't escape a psych ward.
And all you had to do was crash a bus or something.
It is what it is.
Can we get to the end? Can we spoil?
Let's get to the end. We're going to spoil the movie now. If you, for some reason, want to know how this movie ends, but you don't want to hear us talk about it, shut us off. Come back to us later. We're going to spoil the movie in 3, 2, 1. Fuck this ending.
They had him. The crowd gets him. The crowd wins.
Yes.
And they have him. And it's so, like, one and done. And you're like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder what the third movie will be, because they're clearly going to kill him here on the spot.
In the quick mention for the third movie there, the people that I've spoken to about this movie, no one seems to have known that they announced the third movie in 2019.
Yeah, I remember this being announced as a trilogy.
They were like, we're going to get Halloween Kills and then Halloween Ends.
Halloween Ends, yeah, they even name-dropped it back then.
Yeah, and I was just like, okay, for one, that's stupid because you've ruined the mystery of the next movie. Yeah. And two, why?
Yeah. It may, yeah.
Why does it need to be another trilogy? Technically, it's a quad. Yeah. Because it's carrying on from the first.
Yep.
So, fucking shut your mouth, Hollywood.
Doesn't need to be. But yeah, the crowd gets him.
Yeah. So that was it. Sorry, just knowing that we're getting another one after this, I'm like, okay, so obviously this is going to be dumb, and he's going to
he'll get out of here somewhere. And they're taking turns beating him up. It's like they've seen him flying high when they're slapping the lady out of it, and then he's like, "You have a call on line 1," and he takes over and slapping him as well. They're just like doing that, and it's like so stupid. And then Jamie Lee Curtis is like, "Hey, I'm in this movie. I need a speech too." And she starts saying this speech about, evil being a like a thing, not.
Yeah, we learned back then that Michael Myers isn't human. He's driven by something that is not of this earth.
And there goes everything from the first movie.
And this is as it's happening.
It all goes.
Because the way it gets to this point, he's about to kill young girl Allison, and then Judy Greer comes up, stabs him in the back with a pitchfork. Yeah. Ouch. Gutter stomps him on the stairs. Yeah. And then rips off his mask and toys with him and goes, "You want your mask?" Yeah. And of course, Michael, being a fucking nonce, just casually strolls for it. Yep. And then takes him to a back street, and then bang, there's the full crowd of everyone.
Blocking him in,
being like, tonight's the night, motherfucker. And that speech starts going on about how Michael is this and that. Jamie Lee Curtis is talking to this with
the cop,
Deputy Hawkins, because this is sort of turning into, as she's talking and as Michael's getting attacked, you're learning what this next movie is going to be. Mm-hmm. It's going to be Jamie Lee Curtis and Deputy Hawkins' characters are going to be the lead into the third, and I can tell you how that movie will end.
Figuring out how to stop something that's supernatural.
Yep.
Because Michael Myers is now supernatural.
Yep, because they both feel responsible for the deaths as well, so obviously young people will die. The ending of the movie will be a showdown between Jamie Lee Curtis, Deputy Hawkins, and Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Hawkins will sacrifice himself as he feels responsible from the start. Jamie Lee Curtis will get the final blow. Michael Myers goes to hell.
Yep.
That's what it'll be.
Yep.
But the fight between Michael Myers and the rest of the town, it's toying with your food. They're all taking turns.
Yeah.
And they don't go for a kill shot ever.
No, so it's the printer scene in Office Space. They're all just like crowding around it and stomping on it. And it's just like, none of them, like, if you know how dangerous he is, you're right. The first person would just go in and just fucking cut his head off.
100%.
Like, just straight away, just chew through it.
Anything. Bullet to the brain, something.
Yeah.
Because they just start beating on him, stabbing him a couple times.
And I
think they shoot him a couple times in the chest and the back.
Yeah, and the speech, like them wailing on him is here. The speech starts about here just after they start wailing on him. So there's like, you're not like, oh, they're going to get one up on him because Jamie Lee Curtis is going, he's supernatural and he can't die.
Yeah, and like we knew he wasn't human. And as it looks like he's fading away to nothing,
he just gets up.
That her speech with him ends, and it's like, this won't end until we end it or fucking something, whatever the fuck she says. And it's like at that point, and then Michael just like instantly snaps and then goes into John Wick mode.
Again.
And literally kills every single person on that street.
Yeah.
And you go...
So why? Why did we just watch this? Why did everything before it happen? Like, God. It's so fucking bad.
It's just a long slaughter movie.
Oh, it's awful.
If I thought the first Dune movie was a 2.5 trailer for the second one, I don't know what the fuck to call this.
At least Dune had characters.
A lot of them that had purpose.
Who Duncan Idaho was.
Fucking give me more Duncan Idaho. Give me Michael Myers versus Duncan Idaho.
And fucking Paul. God, it's just like... and it's,
Hollywood, you need help, and we're your guys. Let us know.
God, this movie just sucks so
I
cannot believe how bad this was.
That movie just ends like that. Actually, no, sorry, it doesn't end like that, actually, sorry. Because at that same time, the street over, Judy Greer's back at the Myers house.
Yeah.
Attending to her daughter.
Yeah.
And all the cops are there and they're fucking doing whatever else. And then she's giving her own little speech like, now we got him. It's all good. And she goes upstairs and takes one last look out the sister's bedroom. And then Michael's behind her. He's fresh and bloody from killing everyone in the back street.
Yeah.
And then goes to town on her. Stabs the fuck out of her. She's dead now. No Judy Greer for the next one.
Yeah, they realized, because, you set those characters up in the first one. Obviously, someone has to die in the sequel.
Yeah.
That's just law.
They kept it to the last second.
I don't know why it was Judy Greer. She was, she's good. She's actually a good actress and good...
Yeah.
Almost a good character, but...
I think it was just they all picked out of a handful of straws and was unlucky.
They were like, one of this family has to die to give... Laurie some more motivation.
So the actual final scene was Michael again staring out the window into himself.
It's so deep and meaningful, man. So deep.
Yep. So that's Halloween Kills.
Unfortunately, that is Halloween Kills.
If you want to just see a bit of a blood fest, gore fest, go watch it. It is Halloween, so it makes sense to just go out and have a Halloween date night. But if you're a fan of the franchise in any form, probably don't get involved in this at all.
I'll probably speak more kindly about the 1978 one now.
Yeah, probably.
It's like I would recommend that over
more
any
than likely. So we will be getting Halloween Ends, as per the name, will be the ending of this quadrilogy. And due the next year, they did change this movie, the next movie, though. It was supposed to be set the same night again as the previous two.
Long night.
Very long night. But apparently now will take place 4 years after and address the COVID pandemic.
Yeah. But that's going to be hard to do because of what's Michael Myers been doing for 4 years.
Exactly right.
Did they capture him again? No, they didn't.
The fuck?
Because he's this entity that can't be stopped. So you have to write yourself out of a big hole
Honestly,
there.
if fucking Michael Myers gets COVID and dies, honestly, John Carpenter will eventually roll in his grave.
He's fine.
That's why I said eventually. That's why I said eventually.
I was going to say,
eventually, once it happens, he will eventually roll over in his grave.
Hell. That's good. Oh, mate. What was I going to say? Yeah, and then they're just going to reboot it again in 6 years.
More than likely, it'll have another reboot, and they'll go.
Who cares?
Yep, everything's still canon.
That would be hilarious if nothing can stop him except COVID.
honestly, fucking, I will fly to America and riot. Yeah,
Halloween Kills.
Halloween Kills
Worst
sucks.
movie I've ever seen in my life.
Really sucks. All right, let's get into some questions. So let's round out the episode. Nice and easy, nice and more fun. So y'all want to send us any questions, jump over to our Instagram. Links are in the bio, in our descriptions everywhere. Send us a DM or wait for the post to come up the day of recording and send in whatever you want. We don't care. It can be personal or funny or whatever else you can ask a question about.
Yeah, do what you like. Just be part of the show.
Be part of it because we want you here with us. All right, let's start with Jess. What are your thoughts on popcorn?
Yeah, so this, as with any Jess and Alyssa question, it stems from a single thing that happened.
Yep.
Jessica offered me some popcorn on Friday night, and I said, no, thank you. And Alyssa said, Jack doesn't like popcorn.
I see where this
which was news to me. I didn't know I had an opinion one way or another. Like, Alyssa and I have been to the movies a few times together, and I haven't gotten popcorn. So in her head, I am the popcorn police.
Not the fact that it's $32 a bucket.
Popcorn's fine. It's fine.
Popcorn's fine. There's nothing wrong with popcorn.
I just don't feel strongly about it.
No, I don't. I don't want it.
Dries out your lips.
It dries over your lips. You get the edge of the kernels. They mold over your tooth.
Yeah.
And it's a perfect fit.
Yeah.
So you don't know it's there until fucking later that night, and you're laying in bed and going, "What the fuck?"
I don't like caramel popcorn.
Nah. I can have one single piece.
Yeah.
And then I go, nah, it's popcorn still in it.
Yeah, but you can say that about anything you don't like. You just have one, and then you're like, yeah, I still don't like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, popcorn, whatever.
Popcorn's fine. It's fine. It's just overpriced.
If I go with someone and they're like, hey, do you want some popcorn? I'll be like, sure, thank you for offering. And I'll have some.
Yeah.
I just didn't in that one moment on Friday night. And now the rest of the questions are about fucking popcorn.
Yep, so let's jump to Alyssa's now. What's the two best things to have on or with popcorn?
Water, I guess, because it dries you out.
Yep, a drink to wash it down.
Yeah.
Because if you can't have popcorn if you don't have a drink.
Yeah, no, God,
if you can just eat popcorn and not have a drink, you're fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, tip some Maltesers in there. People do that, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I don't know.
It's like salty chocolate's quite good.
I don't know. Just give me a lot more butter, melted butter.
Just give me Maltesers, honestly.
Yeah, and swap out the popcorn for the Maltesers.
Another bag of Maltesers.
What's the two worst things to have with popcorn? More popcorn.
Chili flakes and Nutella.
I feel like that's like Maltesers then, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose. That's all right. I was just going through the cupboard downstairs, just like mentally. I don't know. Yeah, chili flakes and virgin oil.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fuck that.
Comedy.
What movie would you have me on the show for?
Any of them. I'm desperate for her to come on.
Yeah, honestly.
I think she would be so fucking good on this show. Like,
yeah.
She is unbelievably quick-witted and hilarious.
It's the same as Brooke. You're going to have that instant nerves at the start of as we start getting into the show. But as we start talking...
But then showbiz will kick in.
That's when it kicks.
Showbiz washes over you.
Exactly right. And then you're a fucking star.
And then you're a fucking comedy star. But yeah, Alyssa is like so fucking quick. She would be so good on this. And I don't care what movie it is. She has to come on.
And women on the show gets us views.
If I do a Twilight extra, I think it would be easier to twist her arm to come on.
Yeah.
Because Jessica and I are starting that franchise and watching it.
God damn it.
But yeah, just come on the show, man. Do any of them. There's actually good movies coming up. So yeah,
there's a fucking couple.
Looks like 3 in a row, baby.
Boy, can't wait. Where would you be stabbed or sliced if you got to choose?
Ooh, if I got
Nowhere.
to choose.
Obviously.
Yeah, I don't love the idea of being... I would rather be... I guess I'd rather be sliced, as I know what that feels like. I've been sliced before. You know, I've cut myself before. I've never been stabbed. I imagine that would be deeply
But
unpleasant.
where, though? If you had to choose where,
I would
you
be
be
sliced, just like here or something, you know. Just,
shoulder?
There's not much going on up there.
Mm,
Anywhere I could get a week off work.
yeah. A good arm slice would be, I'd say, be pretty fine, like up on the forearm.
Yeah, up the top. There's just no danger zone, you know.
Yeah. Preferably on the left arm because, you know, fuck my left arm.
Yeah.
Don't
What's
really
that
need it.
doing?
Yeah.
It's not doing much. Is it?
Honestly, it's there to be sliced,
Yeah.
if anything.
Honestly, yeah, it was born to be.
And then stab me in the butt cheek.
Yeah, but
I feel like that'd be very manageable.
It's just some meat. There's
Yeah.
not much going on, yeah.
Nah, should be fine. Would you rather your poos be little knives or your wee start with a medium-sized knife?
I'm going to go with the poo, I think. Oh, I don't know, man.
But how does your wee start with a medium-sized knife? So does a medium-sized knife come out your pee hole and then you start peeing?
Is it medium, like, relative to the size of your penis?
Yeah.
Or is there a universal medium knife?
Mm.
So if you have a medium dick, it's just a knife.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe the poos.
Maybe the poos.
I feel like I
I wee more than I poo.
Yeah.
I only poo once a day, so I think just get it done before work, just get it out of me, whatever. Whereas weeing, I wee like 30 times a day.
Yeah, I'd feel worried if I just saw a knife just come out my dick and be like, I'm just going to hang here for a bit until you're done.
Yeah.
And then back in.
And then you'd also have to wee after it.
Yeah, as well. Yeah, true.
Because it's at the start of your wee.
Mm.
I'm going to go with the poo only because I
questions.
poo once a day. Once
So
a way.
once a week. Damn, boy. Holding that shit for the fucking weekend. If you were doing a couple's costume with each other, what would it be?
Oh, fucking anything. We would make anything look good.
Fuck, what could we do, Bart?
What could we do? Yeah. Because we can't do like twins or anything because we're not that radically different.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't work too well. Would it be like a buddy cop type thing?
Yeah, maybe. You're like R.I.P.D. I don't know why I keep referencing that movie. I've never seen it.
Neither have I. I know it's out there, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Possibilities are out there. What do you think about it?
The best couple's costume I ever did, I'll see if I can find it and I'll post it on the socials, was my mate wanted to be Tiger King. He wanted to be Joe Exotic.
Yeah.
So I got like a Tigger onesie and I was his tiger to his king. That was very good. That did numbers that night. Fucking hell, we got some numbers.
Fucking, that's amazing.
That was a good costume.
Good costume. Love it. Costumes are fun. People should wear them more. Daniel, coming in. Any personal ghost stories?
Nah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe in that stuff, it's not anything that has happened to me. I'm just like, oh, it was a windy night or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't have any good stories.
I've got no ghost stories because I'm the same. I don't believe in it, but I'm shit scared of anyone talking about it like it's real. I'm just trying to block out that bad juju.
Yeah.
So Brooke is terrible for it because she believes in all of that. She
Yeah.
tells me she sees things out around the house. I go, and you're fucking wrong.
Yep.
Shut your mouth. If you're starting to see things, pack your bags and off you go. This is not a white person house. No. We don't bring bad juju here. So I got no ghost stories. I've never had nothing ghost wise, like even paranormal wise. I've never like heard weird things.
Like I felt when I did night shifts in aged care, like a big, huge residential wing of an aged care place in the dead of night, silent as hell. That's really unsettling. It's really creepy.
That's just an eerie feeling.
And
you're
like,
gonna feel that.
And you're like, if I am ever gonna sense or see anything, fucking
Now's
now
the
is
fucking
the time,
time.
right?
Yeah, I'm exactly the same. Like, even though I don't believe anything, I'm not gonna go fucking walk around an abandoned fucking place at the middle of the night.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna hear something going. You know what? There is every chance that something could be there, But I don't want to fucking wait around to find out.
And most likely it's just like some nut job who wants to stab you in the stomach.
Exactly right.
And like real things are much scarier than ghosts.
And we don't need any of that in our fucking life.
God, no.
Brooke, if you had to get another piercing, what would it be?
Oh, God, I don't know. This one's bad enough.
You said what you wanted to bring back last night.
Yeah, I was always a firm advocate for the belly button piercing with a crop top on a male. Don't see that much anymore, but, you know, I say let's bring it back. Bring the power back to the belly button. Boys.
I feel like you don't really see belly button piercings on women anymore.
No. It was big when we were in high school.
Yeah, it was huge.
It was massive.
Every girl wanted it done, and you're just like,
every single girl had one done.
Yeah.
There was no question. They just
now.
Had it. Yeah, you don't see it a lot anymore.
That's a game. Try and find a woman with a belly button piercing.
Yeah.
They're fucking very, very hard now.
I want to bring back 2002 new metal and get an eyebrow piercing too.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'd be so hard.
Ooh, I don't know about the eyebrow.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I'll just get my nose done. Same like yours.
Yeah, you might as well. It's fucking annoying as hell, but it'll look good when it's finished.
Yeah.
It doesn't look good now. I don't know how clear this YouTube quality is.
Yeah.
But I'm very sorry if you've been looking at my nose this whole time.
Yeah, that's my my one gripe with getting it done is the fact that I'm a huge advocate for picking my nose.
Yeah. Yeah,
and I feel like
I feel these boogers right now.
If I'm rendered useless against getting those boogers, I'm gonna have a fucking rough time.
Getting home from work in the shower and just blowing them out as hard as you can. Ooh. I fucking love that, and I can't do that now, and it sucks.
Fuck.
But yeah, it will look good once it's healed.
Yeah, eventually. All right, let's round out with Chelsea. Favorite iconic horror movie?
Ooh, that's tough. What would classify as iconic, I guess?
Well, I guess you'd be looking at your Friday the 13th, your Nightmares.
Yeah, because
but I mean, you could
like
go old, you could go The Thing.
I'm thinking like mainstream. Like if we're saying iconic, I'm thinking mainstream, like a Scream or a Saw or something. Like obviously, my answer is the first Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
Yeah,
like just obviously.
But it's iconic.
Yeah,
it is iconic.
I would say that's iconic enough to be an answer.
Yeah. I'd probably almost say the same as well. Like it's the only Nightmare I've seen thus far.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've got them all, need to watch them all.
Yep.
But the first one is incredible.
Yep.
Wonderful movie. But then like if we threw in like let's say an American Werewolf in London.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty fucking fun.
And that's what I mean by iconic. Like, yeah, we can just talk about good horror movies all day, but
The Thing was really fucking good too.
Yep.
I'm a huge lover for Alien.
Yeah, I don't love Alien.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, I think I just saw it at the wrong time when my patience was too low.
Yeah, that first one you've really got to get through.
You have to be into it. Like
it's a long waiting around movie.
Yeah.
To see something fucking happen.
I just don't love it.
And then the next one just go full into it and you're like, okay, we can pump the brakes down.
I respect it and I appreciate it, but I don't love it.
Yeah. Any of them.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Alien. I'm just going to say Alien.
First Scream is very good.
I need to get onto the Scream. See, that's one thing I've never gotten onto.
First Scream is very, very good.
I hear the first Scream is the only one to worry about.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, there's 4 of them.
Yeah. Well, that's horror, isn't it?
That's horror,
You can say that about a lot of franchises.
What horror villain would you rather go up against?
Ooh, good question. Man, they're all gonna get me, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't fear your chances against a majority of them.
Jigsaw is just so much smarter than everyone.
Way smarter than you.
Like, holy fuck.
Because he could literally say, this is your game, live or die. By the way, there's a key behind you and you go fucking what? Yeah. And then
and that's Saw, isn't it? Like he's just a crusty old man you can push down the stairs and he would die straight away. But he's always 40 steps ahead of you. Yep. And the solution is just behind you.
Even
and it's
when
really
he's
obvious.
Dead.
Man, Saw's good. Go back to our Saw franchise videos. Very good.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I guess I could try and reason with Freddy. I guess.
Yeah, if you matched his wit, I think he'd start to appreciate you.
Yeah, because Michael Myers and Jason, they're just unstoppable.
Like, yeah, they don't talk. They don't give two fucks.
They don't die.
Yeah, don't die. And when they do, they do a Freddy vs. Jason, and they go, "Up, here's his heart again." And you're like, "Up."
Yeah.
No walkers.
I think Freddy. I would just have a conversation with him. Or I'd go up to the Insidious demon's desk and mess it up. I'd mess up his desk.
Nah, I'd give him like a hectic workload and like a really shit deadline. And go fucking...
The whole Insidious movie of him sitting at his desk going, fuck. Deadlines, man. I can't get these files recorded.
I'm sitting there in one of the other rooms just going... on your fucking bike.
Yeah.
Pit me against the puppets from Dead Silence.
Yeah, because they're just puppets.
Because they're just puppets. They can't hurt me.
Yeah.
Or even Chucky, actually.
Yeah, Chucky just yeet the cunt across the room.
Honestly, how he was never yeeted in those movies, like, to defeat him. I'm sorry, you can kick.
I don't know anything about NRL, but just put a fucking NRL boot into him.
Yeah.
Just absolutely give him one.
Fucking send to the fucking clouds.
Just drop punt the cunt.
Best and worst Halloween memory.
I don't know. I've
Never go trick or treating.
Never went trick or treating. Never did that. Never really did Halloween themed parties. I went to one at the end of high school, and it was one of the only parties I've been to where I didn't really know anyone.
Yeah.
And like the one person I did go with got so drunk that it was just like I was looking after that person all night, and it was just like, oh, why did I even come? You know, like I'm not drunk. Yeah. You're too drunk. I don't know anyone to like either help me or abandon him and go and talk to. So I guess that's the worst one, I suppose.
Yeah, my worst is I got dad joked by some guy. I took my sister's one year, and I just like painted I just got a mask and painted like Joey Jordison from Slipknot.
Okay.
And knocked on some dude's house and said trick or treat. And then I took the mask off, and he's just like, ugh, put the mask back on.
Oh no!
And I was just like, fucking
classic bit. Absolutely classic bit. But when you're on the
out.
Receiving end,
I walked back and was like, you fucking cunt.
Yeah, there's no coming back.
Because he was talking on the phone the whole time. I'm like, for one, you're a rude cunt. Two, and two, fuck you. My face is better than yours. He was actually a crossroad neighbour from me. I gave him dirty looks every single time I walked out of my house.
That's fair.
Asshole.
Brutal.
Best though, had really good Halloween parties for when I used to work at Hog's Breath.
Okay.
Dressed up one year as the Crow.
All right.
It was really
sweet.
It was really fat. Loved it. It was just a great night. Literally, they catered so much food. There was so much food left because everyone was just drinking.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't remember the full, but I know the managers and that like bought a whole bunch of alcohols. They were gone very quickly, and people were very quickly going to the bar.
Yeah.
In our restaurant because it was at the restaurant.
Yeah. Right.
And I don't know who did stock take the next day. A couple heads got rolled.
Yeah.
And a lot of people hooked up that night too. It sparked a lot of
that's the service
at
industry.
work relationships. So I'm like,
service industry, man. Everyone's
like fucking
everyone.
Cool. I did not hook up.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I can't do that in my service industry because my whole staff are just 15-year-olds.
Yeah.
Can't really do that.
Nah.
But yeah, you do hear stories about like people working in pubs and stuff. They're all just fucking each other.
Yes. Can confirm they are.
There you go.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh. Really felt like there was another one coming the way you looked at it.
See, there was too, but then I looked at it and went, nope, that is all of them.
Very good.
That's the episode, guys. That's the podcast done, wrapped up, ready to go. Bit of a shorter one today for us here. Guess that's what happens when a movie fucking sucks dick.
Yeah.
And there's no news for the week. But hey, all we do is bring out content, and that's what we strive to do for you guys. You are joining us here on the main show, which you get every Sunday and Tuesday. But did you know that we also do an extra show through the week?
We do.
Thursday, you like that extra. It is our little extra show where we bring you guys a choice of a more accessible, older movie in which you get to choose upon a theme that we set.
No news, no questions, just a review.
Just a straight review.
Stories or whatever.
A good chat about it. We give you guys an option of what to do for it. We theme it most times, often than not. Last week we did Eight-Legged Freaks. Was our last episode.
We did.
As part of our Face Your Fear Halloween special,
campaign.
Part 1.
Yeah.
That was for Jack's Fear, which shared with myself as well. Next week's is going to be Anaconda. Fear of snakes for myself.
Don't love a spider, but I fucking love snakes. So
fuck that.
Getting into it.
Get you for you on that one there. But after that, you'll get regular programming and choices after that.
And it's right here on the channel. You don't have to go anywhere else.
That's correct.
We don't send you to a second channel.
No, I'm not giving you a link.
So you might as well just subscribe here.
If you subscribe here, you get access to all of that.
It's fucking handy dandy.
If you follow the podcast on any of the audio platforms, you'll get notified for that episode as well.
Absolutely correct.
No double episodes. It's all right here.
It's just here.
We make it nice and easy for you. And
Correct.
If you found us here and you think, I'm not going to find these guys anywhere else, you are fucking wrong. If you go down into our description, our bio, there is a link tree. Boy, does that link tree take you fucking places you've never been before. You've probably been there before. Twitter, Instagram.
What?
Fucking, I don't know. Shut your mouth.
Say?
We're also on TikTok now.
This is falling apart.
Shut your mouth. Weirdly enough, TikTok is the place to be.
Yeah, that's where we're getting views.
Yeah.
We're doing numbers on TikTok.
It is very fucking easy to upload a video and people to go, fuck yeah. That rules.
If you found us on TikTok, shout out.
Yeah, let us know that you're here from there. All right, let's just end this now because I'm fucking done. Okay, guys. Thank you for joining us here on the You Like That podcast. Make sure you like, share, subscribe on this episode. Do all that good stuff and help us out. And until we see you guys next week for the
outro's gone longer than the review.
That's the point. I'm trying to add seconds to it, you fucking dog. Next week, we're doing the Eternals. We're getting back in the MCU, kicking off Phase 4 again. When you see us on that, and you see us on the extra for Anaconda, until those times, you've been joined with me. My name is Adam. I'm one half of the You Like That podcast.
My name is Jack, and I'm the other half of the You Like That podcast.
And we will see you all next week.
Goodbye.